so crazy because I think this is a library, but like right here, there's a plug-in, and in 2023, I came here when I was homeless, and there was a homeless dude, and he's literally, what in the world?
What?
I ran into somebody that I know that I cleaned for their house before. I cleaned for this guy and his wife before, but like I was saying, there's a plug-in right there, and there was a homeless guy laying right here, like the door was like closed, and there was a homeless guy right here, and then I was like right here, and I had some alcohol and he had some alcohol, and he offered me the alcohol and I offered him some of my alcohol, and we were drinking, and I had to plug up my phone so I could try to make a phone call to my dad, which is my stepdad, not my real dad, because my real dad is homeless. My stepdad, who is a drug dealer. Literally, I was like trying to charge my phone because my phone was like on 15%, and the homeless dude was letting me charge it, and then I pulled out my other phone and I was like playing music on it, and he started to get mad, so then we started fighting, and I threw my beer can at him, and we were like fighting, and then I literally was like so upset, and I walked over here with my 15% phone, and I sat on this bench right here, and I called my stepdad, and he was a drug dealer. I don't know if he still is. I don't know. I haven't spoke to him in a long time. Dealing drugs, he was, and I knew he had money, and I asked him if he could give me some so I could at least get a hotel room or a bus ticket to Arkansas, and then he said no, and then I said why not, and then I was just yelling at him on the phone, and then I hung up, and then I literally was crying, and I started going live again, and then my Aunt Michelle, she literally sent me some money so I could get a hotel room and get a bus ticket, and then it just goes on from there. Like, I got a bus ticket and I went back to Arkansas, because the reason why I went back to Arkansas is because I have some family there that they don't really talk to me and they don't like me, but one of them, me and her, we were on good talking terms, and my cousin, and she said I could live with her, and so I went to live with her. And then I got kicked out of there because of the husband's roommate wanted to sleep with me, and then they said that I was smoking weed in their house, which was all true. We were all smoking weed together. So, but then I got kicked out of there, and then I was homeless, and I went to another park in Arkansas, and then I was like freaking out, and I was like begging everyone if I could come and live with them. And then I remembered the lady that I stayed with when I was pregnant. She let me stay with her the whole time I was pregnant. I contacted her daughter. Her daughter wouldn't let me come stay with her, and then so I was like contacting the mom. I was like, please, please, please let me come stay with you, please. I'm homeless, please, please, I don't know what to do. And then she let me come live with her, and I was not in a good place in my life. Like, I was in my hoe phase. I wasn't a Christian yet, and I was drinking a lot, and I was doing a lot. I was doing way too much, but she let me live with her anyways. And she was married this time, so I lived with her for about a month, and then I was doing OnlyFans, and it just didn't feel right to me. So then I decided to save up some money, and I got my own apartment, and then I was at my own apartment, and I was doing tarot cards, and I was reading the Bible, and then I was like hanging out with people that I lived around, and they were all crackheads, and I was like thinking of that saying, you know, like, you are who you hang out with. So I decided, I was like, I remember I moved out of Arkansas for a reason. And then I was like, oh yeah, this is that reason, because everyone in Arkansas is crackheads. Not everyone, so don't take offense if you're from Arkansas. But like, majority of people, and a lot of the people that I grew up around, like my family and a lot of people that I grew up around, they're crackheads. So I had to get out of there, and I moved back to Florida on some hopes and dreams, and I started living with men. I just did whatever I could to stay afloat until one day I had enough, and then I went and I literally got a hotel room, and then the story just keeps going. Yeah, I could write a whole book, but I'm gonna end it right there because there's way more to the story.